welcome to Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas for this week's edition of Tuesday Night Baseball. The Baltimore Orioles tonight battle the Texas Rangers, and we've got all the action for you right here on Ultra Sports. Jacob deGrom on the mound here tonight for Texas, formerly of the New York Mets. Started just 3 games in 2024 with a 1.69 ERA and just 14 strikeouts. It's going to be Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop for Baltimore, leading off for the away team here tonight as we get set to get underway. Here is the first pitch, and that'll be fouled off. This game has now begun. The 0-1 to Henderson. Right in the strike zone there to make it 0-2. And Jacob deGrom looking for a 3-pitch strikeout now in the first at-bat of this game.
1 ball.
That's going to go inside. 96 miles per hour there on that 4-seam fastball.
Ball, that's off
inside again. Henderson with a .281 batting average last season, as he faces down the 2-2 here and just barely got that one, stays alive with a foul ball. Outside, and that'll make it a full count. Adley Rutschman on deck. As Gunnar Henderson faces down the 3-2 pitch, connects and sends it foul. At one point, it looked like it was going to be a quick strikeout for deGrom here. But right now, it could be a walk. Swung on and missed. Got him. And it did go inside. So deGrom able to fool the opponent here, and that'll bring up Adley Rutschman. Connects, and this should be easy enough. Thrown to first, and that's out number 2. Take a look at the starting lineup here for Baltimore. Ryan O'Hearn up next, to be followed by Ryan Mountcastle, the designated hitter. Tyler O'Neill, left fielder, is in 5th, and Jackson Holliday, the second baseman, rounds out the batting order here for Baltimore. 15 home runs and 59 RBIs for Ryan O'Hearn in 2024 with a .264 batting average. Here's the first pitch from deGrom, and it would have been the last pitch, but he is unable to follow through on this one. And that's going to be a base hit. So Ryan Mountcastle in now, batting cleanup for the Baltimore Orioles. 2 out, 1 on here. Connects, and that's foul. 13 home runs and 63 RBIs for Mountcastle in 2024. A .271 batting average as he faces down the 0-1 here. Connects, and it goes in the direction of first base, but in foul territory. Here's the 0-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
That is just outside. So Mountcastle manages to stay alive, and the Orioles as a whole, but he will swing and miss here to take us to the bottom of the first between Baltimore and Texas. Zach Eflin on the mound here tonight for Baltimore. 28 starts in 2024 with 134 strikeouts and a 3.59 ERA. 10-9 record, 165.1 innings pitched. Number 24. Marcus Semien leads off for Texas. 23 home runs and 74 RBIs in 2024 with a .237 batting average. He'll swing and miss on the first pitch, which
0-1.
does go inside. And we are underway in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-1.
Ball, inside.
Inside, once again. That is most certainly in the strike zone. Cutter brings Simeon to strike 2. And he will connect here. Manages to just get it off the end of the bat and into foul territory. Here's the 1-2. And this goes towards right field. Catch is made for out number 1. And now we take a look at the lineup for the Texas Rangers. Corey Seager is up now to be followed by Wyatt Langford, the left fielder, and Jock Peterson, the designated hitter formerly of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jonah Heim, the catcher, rounds out the batting order here for Texas, as Seager had 30 home runs and 74 RBIs in 2024, a .278 batting average. Texas, of course, won the World Series in 2023. And this will be thrown to first. Easy out. Out number 2. There you go. Left fielder Wyatt Langford up now with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And we are, of course, just a couple weeks away from the All-Star game. But we'll get to that. No, we will get to that now. I thought this was going to be an out, but they can't make it work. He's found the gap, and Texas has a runner on first. Here's a look once again. He reaches out, and I thought he was going to make it, but evidently not. Runner on first to Texas, Jock Peterson now. Coming to the plate, pickoff attempt, he's good. Although he has gotten a lot of dirt on his jersey. Still manages to stay on the base as this is swung on and missed.
0-1's the count.
Jock Peterson, 23 home runs and 64 RBIs. Used to play for the Dodgers. Has a .275, or had a .275 batting average, I'm sorry, last season.
Ball, that's out.
As that goes way outside, 93 mile per hour sinker.
Hey!
1-2 coming up. Fouled away there by Peterson. As I was going to say, we've got the All-Star game coming up in just a couple of weeks. We'll have coverage of that from Atlanta on Sunday, July 13th. There will be no Friday night baseball that week. Now, that would have been easy, but he still makes the throw to second, and we go, sorry, to first, and we go to the second inning. My apologies. Left fielder Tyler O'Neill up now, 31 home runs and 61 RBIs in 2024 as we return here to Globe Life Field in Arlington. Just across the street here from AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. As we see the right-handed pitcher Chris Martin in the bullpen for Texas. Count is 1-0 here for O'Neill. Connects here, but it's going to go foul. And a short, faint glimmer of hope for the Orioles appeared there for like half a second. Especially when you hear the crack of the bat like that, you think something big is going to happen. And then it goes into foul territory. O'Neill now 1-2. That's going to go way outside, however. 90 mile per hour slider. Is ball 2. Swung on and missed. DeGrom gets the strikeout, and that's his 3rd strikeout here tonight. As we take a look at this once again. There you go. Colton Cowser up now for Baltimore. Connects out the first pitch and sends it into foul territory. Cowser with 24 home runs, 69 RBIs, and a .242 batting average in the 2024 season. As he faces down the 0-1 here from DeGrom. Connects, but it will go foul. And I got a bit cut off at the end of the last inning there. We will not be having coverage of Friday Night Baseball a week from this Friday. So July 4th, Independence Day, we'll cover San Francisco taking on Oakland. And then, look at this! Just as I say that, I am interrupted. And Colton Cowser has sent this one out of the park. 410 feet. And the Orioles take the lead. Celebrations inside and outside the dugout. DeGrom obviously looks quite disappointed. But Cowser rounds third as Baltimore have taken the lead. There you go. So the deadlock is broken in the top of the second. It is 1-0 for Baltimore. And you can hear them in the dugouts. Let's take a look at this again. Super slow motion replay. Got lucky with that swing. Sent it way out of the park. Baltimore are up 1-0. 410 feet, 103.6 miles per hour on the exit velocity, and that looks like it's going to be all for Jacob DeGrom. Texas to bring in a new pitcher now, as Bruce Bochy will send the starter away.
Now pitching for the Rangers,
Robert Garcia
number 62.
coming in for Texas.
Robert
72 games in 2024 with 13 holds and a 4.22 ERA. Impressive strikeout rate, 29.9%. And Cedric Mullins now at the plate for Baltimore. So I'll say it for the third time. We will not have coverage of Friday Night Baseball on July 11th. We will bring you the All-Star Game on July 13th. And then on the 15th, instead of Tuesday Night Baseball, because it'll be the All-Star break, we will have coverage of the Home Run Derby. So stay tuned. Some exciting developments in the world of baseball coming to Ultra Sport in these next couple of weeks. This goes foul. Count is 1-2. This will go foul. Once again, looking for that strikeout. That is going to go way low. 2-2 pitch.
Count full.
That's going to be just a bit high. Count is 3-2 now for Mullins, and that'll be foul. Again,
Nope, that's foul.
foul ball. Mullins faces down 3-2 once again.
Ball four, take the base.
Oh. Well, that one could have gone either way. It's on the frame of the strike zone. It is called outside of the strike zone. And Jordan Westbrook will come up with the runner on first for Baltimore.
Yeah.
First pitch is called a strike. Westbrook had 18 home runs and 63 RBIs in 2024. A 0.264 batting average last season, and I wonder how many times I make that mistake and I don't catch myself. Mike Fillmore, your home plate umpire here this evening, as we bring you another edition of Tuesday Night Baseball on the Ultra Sport Network. Here's the 1-1. Whoa.
One strike.
And now he's going to try. He's going to try to steal second. Did he get him?
No, he's in there.
It's called safe. You can see him. I hope we have a replay on this, because he was going back and forth trying to decide whether he should go for it. Watch this. Watch what he does. Watch by first base. He goes towards first. Then he sees that that there's a wild pitch. The catcher's trying to pick it up. Decides he's going to go for it, but he's not fast enough. And that is... No, sorry, he is fast enough. My apologies. Wow. I don't know. I need some coffee or something. Sorry. He is safe.
Account full.
There are certainly better commentators out there than myself, but I try nonetheless as Westberg faces down the 3-2.
Nope.
That's going to be
upstairs.
high, and
Ball 4.
that is ball 4. So Garcia has now led 2 on base. The replacement for Jacob deGrom is Jackson Holliday.
Nope. Ball
Is
1.
up to the plate now. 5 home runs and
Count 1-0.
23 RBIs last season for Holliday with a .189 batting average. 1-0 count here. Baltimore's current batter, and this will bounce. Throw to second. Did they get the double play? No. He's safe. And that's going to bring a runner to third for Baltimore. As we take a look at this once again. Westberg. Oh, I didn't see that. Seager gets taken out as Westberg comes into second there. As Gunnar Henderson
Outside. That's a ball.
is now back, lead off in the batting order. He's 0 for 1 here tonight with a strikeout. Hoping to get a base hit and give Baltimore the insurance run, so to speak. Make this 2-0 against Texas. He'll swing and miss here for strike 1.
1-1.
Now facing down a count of 1-1. Connects here. Can it stay fair? No. And listen to the roar of the crowd. That's strike 2. If that hadn't gone foul, it would be 2-0 for Baltimore right now.
Nope. Outside.
That's outside. The 2-2 pitch.
What do you got?
And he checked his swing. That was very obviously a ball. Full count here for Henderson with 2 out and 2 on. Entire inning riding on this, and he is going to connect. There you go. 2-0 for the Orioles here. And a runner on third once again as well. And now Henderson has his big moment. Extends the lead here for Baltimore against Texas as we take a look at this once again, and it's going to be another pitch and change. And I believe that's the second time in this single inning that they've pulled the pitcher. Of course, when you're only playing 3 innings, you've got to do this strategically, and for those who are unfamiliar, that is Ultra Sport rules. But Sean Armstrong is coming in now for Texas. 57 games in 2024 with a 4.86 ERA and a strikeout rate of 22.4%. 2-0 with a runner on third as Adley Rutschman comes up to the plate for Baltimore, and that's going to go foul. That wasn't going to be a very good start to Armstrong's time on the mound. Catcher Adley Rutschman is 0 for 1 here tonight with a ground out. Hoping to get a base hit. Make this 3-0. Count is 0-2. And the pitch. Well, at least part of it was in the strike zone, but they called it a ball. Count is 1-2 then for Rutschman here against Armstrong. Swung on and missed. And that'll take us to the bottom of the second. Quite an eventful half inning. Baltimore now up 2-0 against Texas. Adolis Garcia, the right fielder, leads off the inning for Texas. 25 home runs, 85 RBIs in 2024. with a .224 batting average as Zach Eflin comes back up to the mound. We are underway in the bottom of the second, 2-0 for Baltimore. An eventful top of the second here gives the Orioles the lead as their pitcher Felix Bautista is currently seen in the bullpen. Garcia faces down a count of 0-2.
Nope.
This will
That's
go inside. 91 miles per hour there from Eflin. The 1-2.
3.
That is strike 3. Just in the bottom corner of the strike zone there to bring up number 6, who is 6th in the batting order, Josh Young.
Ball.
That's called a ball. Young had 7 home runs and 16 RBIs in 2024. A .264 batting average for the third baseman here, who won the World Series
Ball 2.
in 2023 with this team. Count is 2-0. Here's the pitch.
Ball. That's inside.
That is inside as Evan Carter is now on deck. It's a 3-0 count for Young. And the 3-0 pitch. He will get this in the strike zone. Eflin with 3-1
Ball 4.
will nonetheless send this low. First walk of the day for Baltimore's pitcher, and they're taking him out. I had a hunch this might happen, but I wasn't fully convinced. But I guess they are doing it. That is going to be it for Zach Eflin here in this game, and he'll be replaced by Keegan Aiken. 66 games for Aiken in 2024 with 6 holds and 78.2 innings pitched, a 3.32 ERA with an impressive strikeout rate of 31%. Evan Carter now coming to the plate as we see the mascot of the Texas Rangers honking at the crowd. I'm not very well versed in Major League Baseball mascots, so I can't tell you his name. If I were to take a wild guess, Ranger or something, but I know Orbit from Houston, but I'm not familiar with the horse of Arlington. So that one will remain unnamed. Evan Carter, 0-2 now, will foul this off. Still 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 outs. Good start here for Keegan Aiken, who's just come on. As we take a look at this missed swing once again. 2 outs at the bottom of the second. Second inning has been very eventful. Baltimore getting 2 runs in the top of the inning here, and Texas trying to play catch up as we speak. Jake Berger, the first baseman, currently at the plate. 29 home runs, 76 RBIs last season for him. A .250 batting average. Count is 1-0 for Berger here against Aiken. And that is going to go low, just in the corner there. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One pitch here. He will connect. And into foul territory. The catch is still made. We go to the top of the third. 2-0. Baltimore still leading Texas. Ryan O'Hearn leading off here for Baltimore in the top of the third. And we enter the last inning with Sean Armstrong on the mound for Texas. This should be an easy out. Throw to first is
He's
complete.
out.
And there you go.
The bat, number 6, designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
Designated hitter up next. Ryan Mountcastle is 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out earlier. And Baltimore, of course, in a 2-0 lead. Texas will be hoping to force this one into extras or by an even greater miracle to pull out a walk-off. But they haven't had much luck really all night, as you can see by the scoreline. But we'll see what happens in the bottom of the third here. As the count is 2-1 for Mountcastle here against Armstrong. This will go foul for strike 2. And the 2-2 pitch goes outside. Full count now with Tyler O'Neill on deck for Baltimore. Here's the 3-2 to Mountcastle. He will send this one foul. Full count again. Popped up. And into center field. The catch will be made for out number 2. So the Rangers are managing to put away their opponents quite quickly here. Tyler O'Neill, last in the batting order, could be the last batter here tonight for Baltimore. And the Rangers will see what they can do in the bottom of the third. All Baltimore needs is 3 outs. Meanwhile, Texas, they need 3 runs. One obviously a lot harder to get than the other. As this will go into foul territory for strike 1 on Tyler O'Neill. Here's the 1-1. Connects and sent it foul once more. And the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. He's still alive. But alive for how much longer? Some may be asking.
That's ball 2.
That's going to be outside, a bit high as well. Count is now 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that takes us to the bottom of the third. We'll see what the Rangers can do as they try to survive this encounter with the Baltimore Orioles. 2-0 for Baltimore. We'll be right back. Felix Bautista coming in as the closer here for Baltimore. Orioles need 3 outs away, 3 outs to put this away here on Tuesday Night Baseball. As Jonah Heim, the catcher, now steps up to the plate. 13 home runs and 59 RBIs last season with a .220 batting average. Last in the batting order here, but it was a great. You know, you hear the sound and you think something big is going to happen, and then it goes into foul territory. That's strike 1. Here's the 0-1, and
that's inside.
Inside. One pitch. Out away. So the 1-2 now to Heim. Swung on and missed, and swung a bit early. And that's not going to do much for home team morale. As we take a look at this once again, see how early he swings. We'll see it a lot better here on the replay. There he goes. Splitter sends Jonah Heim back to the dugout as Marcus Semien now steps up to the plate. Connects here, but fouls it away for strike 1. Semien 0 for 1 here tonight. Had a fly out earlier. Looks like a odds are pretty convincing,
No
I should
balls,
say,
2
in
strikes.
favor of Baltimore. As Simeon now faces down the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
Manages to avoid swinging here for ball 1. 1-2
Ball
goes
left in.
inside. Table's turning a bit on the count at least. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 2 here. And Texas now down to just one batter. It's Corey Seager, the shortstop, number 5. 0 for 1 here tonight, and I believe he was taken out earlier, that is to say physically, by someone who was stealing second base, or trying to. But seems fine enough to try and keep Texas alive here tonight. But this is going to be fouled off to make it 0-2. Bautista need only throw one more strike. There it is! And the Orioles win, as we knew they probably would. The final score here, 2-0, as we say goodbye and good night from Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Once again, Baltimore 2, Texas 0 on Tuesday Night Baseball.